a 1970 Chevrolet C10 half-ton truck, but it started as a C20 3/4-ton long bed, and it's the result of the Weak to Wicked project by Classic Trucks. Project Weak to Wicked takes 1 week and transforms an ordinary stock or restored car into a modernized, updated version of itself. This year, they did this 1970 Chevy C10. Classic Trucks and CPP came together with Ryan Manson and Jason Scudolari of Classic Trucks, and together with a crew, they put this truck together in a week. Chevrolet made thousands of long bed pickup trucks and not so many short wheelbase trucks. Guess which one everybody wants? The short wheelbase. What do? CPP has that answer. What they do is they offer a frame kit that will shorten it easily. It just goes together. They take 20 inches from behind the cab, bolt it back together with a reinforced panel on the inside, and that's what they did here. They also added their truck arm suspension, which is a full tubular deal, their Ford 9-inch rear end, 12-inch disc brakes on the back, all supplied by CPP. Up front, same deal, tubular cross members, 13-inch big disc brakes up front. Their engine mount kit operates on a slider system, so you can slide the engine forward or backward to accommodate different pulley systems or whatever you need clearance for it. Really trick deal. Transmission cross member bolts right into place using the factory holes. Really slick deal. This thing drives like a go-kart. Really enjoy driving it.
Yeah, the guys from Mass were great. They decided to do the engine for this project for Classic Trucks. And basically what it is, it's a 427 cubic inch LS7 bottom end with their massed LS3 style 280cc runner cylinder heads. We wanted them to go ahead and use the LS3 style heads to match up with our new intake manifold. This is basically the LSX RT, or the truck style intake manifold, with the mid-length LS3 style runners.
Basically all we have is our usual bottom end.
Right.
And you got the medium-sized runners, and you put a car top on it, so you only have X amount of volume in the manifold. And by putting the truck top on that's raised, it increases the plenum volume, and you gain 20 horsepower just by doing that.
Right, exactly.
Awesome.
So most of the gains are going to be the mid to upper RPMs, but we didn't lose any torque at all down low, and it was all gains.
Nice fat torque curve.
Yeah. So if you got room for this, big tall intake manifold, it's definitely the one to go with. So the XF5 Sportsman works in tandem with our EZLS module, which is what takes care of firing the coils off on this engine, since it doesn't have a distributor.
Okay.
So those two basically kind of talk to each other through a network, and it's kind of like two boxes. They kind of work as one.
Become one super box.
Yep, that's it.
Right. Awesome. This thing went from a 3/4-ton farm truck to a very stiff. They're planning on autocrossing it. The Viking coilover shocks on this thing. It just drops through the bump, stays put, stays planted. We've got 700 horsepower on tap. It gets it. It's like taxiing a fighter jet around, and I enjoy that aspect of that. Doesn't ride like an old truck. I got a 1-ton F350. It rides like a bumpy truck. This thing rides like a sports car. Mass Motorsports builds great engines. They're really tight, they're really powerful, they roll pretty good. And you got 700 horsepower. In the 60s, a 700 horsepower car, that's like some Don Garlit stuff or something. You were taxiing around, it was hard to drive, bad off of idle. This thing will run into city traffic, and it'll get up and go on a 2-lane road. And then on the highway, it really opens it up. I would love to have this thing in Utah. The other thing I like is they didn't go overboard on the interior. They just used a Brothers reproduction door panel kit, factory, classic, good looking. They've got this center console. It's a 69 to 72 Chevy Blazer console. It's a factory piece. It looks right in the truck. It fits there. Nobody had to build anything crazy. They just didn't mess it up. In 20 years, when trends change, all you have to do is change the wheels on this, and you've got a good-looking truck. It didn't follow fads. It wasn't tweed that ran out of style. It doesn't have alligator inserts. It doesn't have some kind of crazy pink fabric or something that was popular for 2 years. It's a factory interior. That's how you do that. You just put it back kind of stock, kind of performance, and it'll sit. It's timeless. It'll sit forever. I dig it.